Hey, hey, hey. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to be sharing how I set up my email automations. I use ConvertKit, which has recently rebranded and has now become Kit. I'm going to be walking you guys through the process that I take to set my email automations up. So yes, let's see if I get some people on live. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because I want to show you just the steps that I take. I'm excited to show you guys this. This is going to be interesting for how I hold the phone, do the things, and show you what's happening. But let's see if anyone is up or if everyone is tucked up in bed. I wouldn't blame you if you were. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey. Good to see you. I was just saying, is everyone tucked up in bed? I've been sat here. I finished work and then started working on my business, and it's just got like darker and darker, and I just can't be asked to get up and turn the light on. So I hope you guys can see. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Hey Carol, good to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else is joining. Toro, Cray. Hey. Good to see you. Because I want to show you guys how I do my email marketing. Let me know if you guys send emails out to your email list. Let me know if you have an email list. Anyone who is in business, I would always recommend that you leverage email marketing. It has excellent conversion rates. Guys, bear with me. I appreciate you sticking around. Right, okay, so I've shared the link. Right, so email marketing. Do you guys do it? And if you do, I would love to know what tool you use. I use ConvertKit, which has now changed its name to Kit. That's the tool that I use. So yeah, would love to know what you guys use if you do email marketing. So let me give you the backstory as to why I'm up at almost 11:30 doing this. So I have a podcast, and Shalina being Shalina, late night. Hey Tanya, good to see you. I'm a bit of a night owl anyway, so like that's just that's just who your girl is. But yeah, so I have a podcast, and at the end of the podcast, as I was recording it, for some reason I said, and if you want a free checklist, head to the show notes. So I recorded it at the weekend, and I've just been like, right, so I actually need to create the checklist. I need to hop onto Canva and do that. And I need to set up a landing page, and I need to set up this email sequence and the automations. Hey, Miss T, good to see you. Hey Jerry, I'm just sharing. I want to show you guys how I do my email marketing. This has come about. I generally do lead magnets and stuff like that, but this was not part of the plan. But I've said it and it's in the recording, and I just was like, okay, let me roll with it. So email marketing, as I've said, the tool that I use is called Kit. And you know, it's a really easy to use, really straightforward tool. I think I paid like $160 for the year, so not expensive. And what it means is that outside of social media, you have access to your network, right? So you could build your business on social media, and for whatever reason, your account could get hacked, your account could get shut down, your account you could say something that the platform don't like and your account gets shut down. So I always encourage people to build an email list. If you're not doing that, I call that building on rented land. That's really what you're doing if you don't have an email list. And you build your email list in a few ways. So lead magnets can look like a checklist. It could look like a webinar. It could look like a free consultation. I market on LinkedIn, so that's the social platform that I generally hang out on. And yeah, from time to time, I will offer a lead magnet. I've done 5-day challenges. That's a good way as well to build your email list. So let me know in the comments, guys. You guys are being quiet. Do you have an email list? Do you have questions about email marketing? I'd love to know what tool you use. I always get people sort of asking for tool recommendations. I know MailerLite is another one that people use. And then I think some of the digital marketers on TikTok, I think they are able to do their email marketing through Stan and maybe through Beacons. I don't know. I use ConvertKit. So yeah, that's how I market to my email list. And all right, guys, so I was saying at the start of this is going to be interesting for how I show you this, because yeah, I've not mastered. I'm going to flip the camera and hope that I'm still able to see and show you at the same time. So let me just figure that bad boy out. All right, that's me hearting it, not helpful. All right, I think it's in here. No, I don't see where to flip the camera. Help your girl out. How do I flip it? Is it the 3 dots? There we are, it's the 3 dots. All right. So with email marketing, there's like a few stages to the process. So this is my landing page. Let's pull back a bit. So this is the landing page that I've created, and it's literally a template that you drop content into the placeholders. So yeah, I've built this out. The text, what I used was ChatGPT to help me to build out the text, because who's coming up with all of this? Yeah, just use AI, guys. So yeah, this is where it's a form in essence. So this link, I'll show you how I create the link. The link will be shared in the show notes of the podcast. Once they click on it, they're taken to this form, and then you fill in your contact details. So you put your name, you put your email address. If you want to give your LinkedIn URL, you can. This isn't mandatory, it's not required, but these two are. They click the get the checklist button, and then what happens is once they've done that, they get taken to a page that will ask them to give me permission to email them, and you need to do that for GDPR purposes. So what I like to do is to zhuzh up this email a little bit. So this is just what ConvertKit gives as like the standard email, but I like to zhuzh it up a bit and just let them know, like, because they may not go to their inbox straight away. So, an hour may go by, a day may go by, and then they'll come to this and be like, what did I sign up for? So I will change this and say, like, something in reference to what it's about. So thanks for signing up for the LinkedIn profile checklist, so they know what it is. And then I give a bit of context here as to what it is that they're getting, right? And you have to do this. Well, you don't have to. I recommend that you do this for GDPR. You can add people straight to your list, but what can happen is you can get bots, you can get people reporting you saying that they never requested to join your list, and that will impact on your sender reputation. So we want people to opt in, to give you permission to email them. So as they fill this out, right, they get taken to that email, and then what happens is the lead magnet instantly downloads, right? So this is a checklist. I'll quickly show you guys what it looks like. Downloads. So I did this in Canva. So this is what the checklist looks like. So they'll get this checklist. And what I've done is made it fillable so they can type in. Oh, hold on. I'm doing all sorts here. That wasn't what I was meant to show you. I was meant to be showing you that you could type inside, but I think because I had it on preview, it kind of skipped. But yeah, anything that I make, I want to make sure that it's usable, right? So these checkboxes, you can click into them. The area here to like take notes, they can type directly into it. And then I've just given like some details, some contact details, and then a call to action is always important when you're given a lead magnet. Would you say, Tanya, a mission statement? No, not so much a mission statement. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Let me know specifically what you're referring to. But here is like a call to action. So it says like, if you're ready to take your presence, ready to turn your presence into pipeline. Pipeline is leads, right? So are you ready to go from having your profile to getting leads and then converting those leads into clients? So I give a call to action, and what I've done here as well. Let's see if I can see where it is. So I say, like, these are the ways that you can work with me if you are ready to invest in clarity, consistency, and client growth. And the reason I would encourage you to have some kind of qualifying statement, like, it's not free, it's a paid service. So if you're ready to invest, then get in touch. So that's what the lead magnet basically looks like. So they will get that download instantly once they give me permission to email them. So that's from the client's perspective. That's what they see. The tone of a business, I meant. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, the tone should probably be mission driven. So yeah, if that's what you was referring to. So that's from the client perspective. In the back end, right? So that's the first step. In the back end, what you have to do is create a sequence of emails, right? So you've given them this freebie, you've given them value. They're new to you, right? So they don't know very much about you. You probably need to nurture them. So what you can do here, and the way that ConvertKit does it, is you build out a sequence of emails. So what I've done here, the first email goes out to them an hour after they fill out the registration form. And you can just click on that. You can change what that looks like. So you could change that to days or hours, and then like say how many. You can also adjust the days of the week that it goes out. So maybe you don't want to send emails on a Sunday or a Saturday, so you can toggle those on or off. So you build out a sequence of emails, and to just add another one, do you see when I clicked add email, it just keeps adding more emails. I only want to send 2 in this particular sequence, but what you would do, this is just like template text. So you would just delete that, get rid of that, and type your email in, or copy and paste from AI or a ChatGPT prompt as an example, right? So what's going to happen is an hour after, they're going to get that first email, and then 2 days later, they get the second email, right? And then after that, what happens in this particular case is they then just drop into my normal weekly emails that I send out. So I send an email on a Wednesday, so they would just fall in after they've got these 2, they would fall into the cadence of just the weekly emails. All right, so that's the second step, right? So the first step was the landing page. The second step is the sequence, email sequence to nurture them. And then the third and final step is the automation, right? So I've built this out already, but I'll just walk you through what's happening here. It might look a bit, I mean, this is quite a simple one, but they can get like quite complex. So what this automation is, all right, the reason for an automation is I build this and then every person that fills out the form on the landing page will go through this process. I don't have to think to myself, oh, Tanya's just asked me for this checklist, I now need to send it to her. The whole point is that it's automated and would just go out on autopilot. So that's the context behind it. So the first step here is what I've done is I've said for every person that fills out this form, put them through this funnel, put them through this process. Oh gosh, I've clicked out of it, which wasn't very helpful. Let's find it again. Let's do a search. What did I call it? USP. There we are. All right. So it's saying everyone start this automation when a subscriber joins that form. So that's the name that I had given. This is the name that I had given to this form. So when this person fills out the form, start this process. That's the first step. The second step is to tag them. And the reason why you want to tag your subscribers, it allows you to segment them, right? So when you segment, I can send emails. All right, so everyone who has listened to my podcast would know about this free checklist. So I can now segment all of those subscribers on the basis that they've listened to the podcast. So maybe I want to send them an email. The next email I want to send them is in relation to the podcast, right? So think of it, if you have perhaps clients at different stages. So some are new to what it is that you do, some are a little bit more maybe an intermediate, and then some are experts. If you're talking about things that are at the expert level but you've sent it to the newbies, they're going to be confused. So that's why you segment. So you tag them to be able to segment them. And what I've done is I've just given it a tag, USP, which is my podcast, the Unscripted Success Podcast, episode 10, right? So everyone who has that tag, I know that they listen to episode 10. So it's given me even more data about who is in that group of people. And then the third step is to connect it to the sequence that we just built. So the sequence here now gets connected. So remember, we started with the landing page, right? They filled out their details, they got their download, then an hour later they get the first email, then 2 days later they get the second email, and that's all controlled by this automation, right? So that is like the meat and potatoes of the thing. That's how you in ConvertKit. So with other tools, there'll be different processes for how you build out your automation, but the principles should all be the same. That shouldn't change. That should be quite universal, right? So yeah, that in essence is how I do it, right? With a lead magnet, with a checklist. You could build out sequences. If I'm doing like a live webinar, you know, those emails, right, that you get that says, you know, we're starting today, and then you'll get one further on in the day, reminder, come along to the webinar. Then you get, there's an hour to go. Then you get, we're on live, where are you? The people aren't doing that on the fly. They've built out an automation, they've built out a sequence. So for anyone in the digital marketing space, you absolutely have to be leveraging email marketing, for the fact that, there's different types of emails, right? So you could have a sequence, that's a welcome sequence, a nurture sequence. Maybe you have one that's promotional. So you may have offers, you may have a sale, some kind of coupon, discount code. So you have a sequence for that. You have a sequence, what's it called? It's like to reignite them. I can't think of the actual term. It's almost like they're not really engaging. So you want to find out, like, do you still want my stuff? Basically, that's what that is. Because with these tools, all right, so I think I paid like £160 for the year, £190, something like that. You can get access for free, however you don't get the automation, so that last step you don't get, so you would have to be doing it manually. And why was I saying that? I was saying that because, all right, the reason why you do those re-engagement emails is because you could be paying for people that are not interested, they're not engaging with your content. And what happens is the more subscribers that you have, the more that you pay, in essence. So it's good to kind of clean up your email list to find out, do they still want to hear from you, and to remove them. I remember the first time someone unsubscribed, I was like almost in tears, but like, yeah, that went away. And you quickly realize, I don't want to be emailing you if you don't want to hear from me, but also I'm giving value. This is taking time, effort and money. So I want to make sure that the right people are receiving it. So what did we speak about? Welcome sequences. We spoke about nurture sequences, and the nurture is really to get, them familiar with you, with your business, with your offers, why you do what you do. So yeah, and then we spoke about re-engagement, we spoke about promotional sequences. So guys, let me know, do you have any questions when it comes to email marketing? Let me know. Oh, did I get a gift? Thank you. Cheers, Candy. And who else gave me a gift? Was it Start Sacred but Still Start, or Start Scared? I always I think it does say oh gosh. Sacred and scared are like two words that I always like jack up. So I think it's Start Scared. That makes sense. Yeah, guys, let me know. Do you have, you said you like that aesthetic. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow as well. Guys, do you have any questions about email marketing, about LinkedIn? I'm a LinkedIn strategist, so I help males as well, but for the most part, I get the best results for female founders, female business owners, but I do have male clients as well, but I generally work with females who are midlife, so over the age of 40, who are struggling to get visible, who are struggling to market themselves. So I build strategies for them to be able to get visible, but also to generate leads, to generate clients. Email marketing is a lead gen strategy. So yeah, let me know before I hop off. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them. Guys, give me some hearts. I need to get these numbers up. I don't even know per se what I'm doing, but your girl's trying. So yeah, give me some hearts. Let me know if you guys found this valuable. And yeah. Hey, Akua, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you. I think it says just got the #1 gifter badge. So let me click on this and see what's happening here. So it's got my top viewers, so Akua and Start Scared but Still Start. What do? Let me click on Permission to prosper. For those who say no to the spotlight but not to the success, join me today. Yeah, a lot of people, they want success, but the spotlight, visibility is something that people struggle with, and I get it. It's not easy. It's not easy. But yeah, guys, last one. Let me know, do you have any questions? I hope that you found that walkthrough helpful. I still have a few more steps to do, actually. So what do I need to do now? The podcast has been recorded. I need to upload it to Spotify and generate the description. So I'll use ChatGPT to generate the description. I'll literally extract the audio, whack it into ChatGPT and just say, hey chat, what was I talking about? Write me the description. These tools are essential for time saving. Hey Natalie, I thought you'd be tucked up in bed. Ooh, podcast is something I have to get into. Do you know what? It is so easy. Like ridiculously easy. Like I ran from doing it. And to be fair, and this is how my mind works and gets me in trouble, I wrote a blog and I thought to myself, not everyone's going to want to read the blog. Some people are going to want to listen. So off the back of that one blog, I've now ended up with a podcast. I am up to episode 10, which I'm celebrating because apparently most people don't get past episode 5. So that was exciting to make it to episode 10. But yeah, so what do I use? I record it on my phone. I told you it's easy. I record it on my phone, I edit it in CapCut, and then I upload it via Spotify Creator. So that used to be, what was that? Anchor. There was a tool called Anchor. So Spotify bought Anchor. It's so easy, like literally. I'm not overthinking this thing, and the feedback that I've got in terms of the audio quality is good. I use an external mic, so I just plug like one of those connectors into my phone. I put like some cushions down on the floor. I do it in the living room because in here is quite big, so, and there's a roof lantern, so the sound would probably be quite echoey. So I go into the smaller room, I put down some blankets and some cushions on the floor to help to stop any echo, and I'm good to go. I am good to go. So yes, I still have to, and that won't take me long because the episode is created. And you can monetize with a podcast as well. So when you get to a certain amount of downloads, you can start to generate revenue. I've had literally sales calls off the back of people listening to my podcast. So it is a lead generation tool. It's part of my ecosystem now. So yeah. But you missed my walkthrough. Oh, but you use ConvertKit. I was walking through the lead magnet that I was creating while I was on your live. I was walking through the process of creating the landing page, creating the email sequence, and then the automation. So yeah, all for this. I was saying literally at the end of the podcast as I was recording it, for some reason my mouth just ran away, and I'm like, if you want the checklist, that didn't exist. If you want the checklist, head to the show notes. So then, yeah, I've had to create this checklist, do the whole process. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right, guys, I am going to head off and finish the last bits because I want to have the podcast launch for like 7:30 in the morning. So if people are, I don't know, on their way into work or at the gym, they could check it out. That's the goal. I aim for 7:30. I don't always make it every Wednesday. So it's a weekly podcast. So guys, thank you so much. It's been good I feel like we've spent the evening together by now. I think your live was probably around 2 hours, something like that, hour and a half. It's called the Unscripted Success Podcast. So it is for female entrepreneurs who are over the age of 40. Let me just show you what it looks like. So when you go to search for it, you know what you're looking for. Give me one moment. And eventually I would love to have guests on. And it literally, the reason why I've called it the Unscripted Success Podcast is because success isn't linear. It's not scripted. Like it is like this. And you know, for some people, everyone's journey will look different. No two journeys will be the same. So let me just take this down and show you what it looks like. So this is she. So yeah, I'm on quite a few actually. Spotify, on Amazon, on Apple Podcast, on there's some random ones as well that I've put myself on. So yes, check it out. Listen, so the one tomorrow, I'll give you a little quick preview into what that's about. It's a question I get asked all the time, and that is, do I need to have a company page on LinkedIn? So that's literally what it's about. I'm sharing the what's, the whys, the hows around whether or not you need to have a company page as a business owner on LinkedIn. Thank you very much for the gift. I'm like still learning all this stuff. This is a whole new world. I go live over on LinkedIn and on YouTube, but TikTok just feels very different. But I'm here for it. I'm here to figure it out. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging with me. I hope you found that valuable. Like, look, as I say, into email marketing. Don't just build on rented land. That is literally what you are doing if you are not leveraging email marketing and only building on social media. You're restricted by the algorithms. You're restricted by potentially what you can and can't say, and hackers and all the things. So leverage email marketing. All right, guys, take care. Good to see you. Thank you, Natalie. Who else is on? Tanya, thank you so much. You have been rocking with me. I think you've been in all of my lives, so I really appreciate you. Was it Permission to Prosper? Good to see you. Guys, take care. See you soon.